difference in terms of the weather.
And quick traffic update. The M18 screwed. M1 junction 32 screwed. M1 junction 18 screwed. M1 junction 44 and 43 screwed. Basically, as you have been for the last 6 weeks, onto the football.
Right. So it's been you could say an exciting round of fixtures this weekend in the Premier League. We kicked off with the game at Ellen Road. It ended Leeds nil, Chelsea nil. Chelsea had majority of the possession and the opportunities, but unfortunately they couldn't convert. They don't have the that killer instinct in front of goal, and with Thomas Tuchel changing his formation, and Havertz unfortunately couldn't do anything up front. It was surprising to see Giroud on the bench, not even coming on and making a cameo. But
Do you think he's saving for the Champions League?
I don't know. But what's the point saving him for the Champions League? It starts on Tuesday night. This is Saturday. Players can play twice a week. Chelsea have got a big enough squad to be competing on all fronts. So I believe the manager got it wrong this afternoon, and it cost Chelsea. Um, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Werner came on in the second half, but they couldn't do anything. Callum Hudson-Odoi needs to learn how to control a ball, because he was through towards the goal in a central position, but he just could not control a pass from Kante, which, to be fair to him, it was passed very quickly, but he should do better. He earns a lot of money. He practices all week, so.
You hope he practices all week.
No, they do practice all week. Maybe just do what Ronaldo does. Go at 7, finish at 7. But yeah, but fair play to Leeds United. They were fantastic today. They defended well, and they could have even won it, to be fair. They did have a couple of opportunities, but I believe Chelsea fans will feel that two points were dropped, and that's another draw on Tuchel's record.
Still undefeated.
Yeah.
That's what you said to me about Ollie. Still undefeated. Chin up there, lad. Keep your chin up.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind losing. We just don't have a killer instinct in front of goal. Maybe that's why Roman wants Haaland, which is fair enough. But whether he comes or not is a different matter.
I think all of Europe wants Erling Haaland, to be honest.
Well, 350 grand a week should just about cover his wages. But yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, it's 0-0. Fair play to Leeds. They got a point.
With that result, Chelsea solidified their spot in the top 4.
For now.
Huh?
For now.
I think your goal difference is superior to West Ham, like far superior to West Ham's, in fairness.
No, they've got an extra game in hand.
Oh, do they have 2 games in hand?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Never mind. Chelsea could have gone third with a win and leapfrogged Leicester. As I said, they stay fourth. Leeds stay in mid-table, neither going up, neither going down. But they are probably where everyone expected to be around. I believe they're 11th.
Yeah.
And that was Hanif just commentating. We'll bring you live updates of Fulham versus Man City at the Cottage. It's currently 0-0. We're about 8 minutes into the game. Aguero does start for Man City. I don't know why he didn't start in the derby last week, but I'm not Pep Guardiola.
He only plays when he feels like playing. I don't know. Who knows? I think Pep just had one of those moments where he just overthinks it. Pass. Speed, pass with speed.
Have you seen that statistic about Sterling? 21 games against Man United, hasn't scored. Like, that's literally his bogey team. That.
He shouldn't have started. Foden should have started, because Foden can stretch the pitch. He gives you multiple options, and I'll be honest, I don't think Sterling is going to get any better than what he is at the moment. I think he gets into good positions. He's got pace, and that's it.
But he's a pretty good option.
So, I don't even think he's a starter anymore. I think Foden's the better player.
Technically, maybe, yeah.
The only thing that Sterling's got on Foden is probably pace.
And experience.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't want Sterling at Chelsea, and I don't even think he'd fit into Man United. So You know what? He is a good player. I'm not gonna say he's not, but is he gonna go? Is he gonna take you up a level? No, he's not. This is his peak. It's like and you have to turn up when you play for Man City, especially in the big games, and he doesn't turn up as you said, but. You've got to give Oli a lot of credit there as well. I thought Man United were going to win, and I was right. Oli did it again.
You did say United were going to. Well, I think you're more hoping for United to win.
No, I knew United were going to win. I will, because Oli's done it so many times.
Yeah, and then midweek happened, didn't it? Which he's also done so many times.
Yeah, midweek was midweek though. It happened.
No, hang on. No, yeah, but hang on. You just said Oli's done it many times. Oli's done midweek many times, isn't it?
I'm talking about Pep. Look, that Milan team, you know what? They surprised me, and
United got that. We'll get to that later. But
no, I didn't realize Milan was that good. But that lad in midfield, he's someone that a lot of teams will be thinking about, because he was fantastic. He does everything you want. He's a box-to-box midfielder, and I think him behind Bruno is a fantastic option.
Her niece referring to Frank Kessie.
And we have to be honest, I was hoping to see that other lad, that Turkish lad, but he was injured as well.
Çalhanoğlu.
So yeah, apparently I've heard big things about him, and he was injured, and just as United had injuries, and so did they, but have to be honest, it didn't end well for United, because United at this moment in time are suffering injuries at the business end.
So AC Milan.
So no, I understand that, but we're not talking about AC Milan. We're talking about United.
It's not.
I'm not talking about Europa League. I'm talking about United in the Premier League.
It's not.
I never said it was an excuse, but what I'm saying is, the lineup didn't help. Henderson was awful. He had that one job to do, and
I think this is what keepers. This is what keepers don't fail to understand. Like places like Sheffield United, generally, you're going to be tested a lot more often than you will be at a bigger club like a United.
I don't think he was tested that much.
But this is the point I'm trying to make.
There's no scrutiny, you mean?
Like you're not like Sheffield United this year. You're gonna get like 10 chances that you goal line. You're gonna be constantly. You gotta be 100%.
I just think he had a defensive to be fair, because when you got three defenders, it's like that discussion about Mendy. What do you think of Mendy? I was like, I don't know, because most of the time he's got three defenders. So
and then the one time Henderson was called into action, completely and utterly fluffed his lines. Like he's somehow been lobbed by a header because he's not positioned well. He's tried saving it back over his head. Yeah, was the defending brilliant? No, because Man United can't defend for save their lives. Matic got boxed out by McTominay and Maguire. Maguire, as normal, not command. By the way, did you see Harry Maguire's post-match commentary trying to throw Dan James under the bus?
I don't watch post.
Oh yeah. So he said Dan James should have scored, and no one bothered asking him, "Don't you think you should have scored?"
I'm not surprised about that. Is Dan James Welsh?
Yeah, he's Welsh.
Yeah, you have to put the Welsh under the bus, but yeah.
No,
I'm not surprised.
But media. No, but it's Harry Maguire as well. Awful captain. Like he might be the Manchester United captain. I don't think he's the captain that most of the fan base want.
He's the captain you have, but not the captain you need.
Well, Bruno's the captain we need.
No, I'd say Bruno. I'd say Luke Shaw. I'd say even De Gea.
Also, but De Gea was captain, and then he did have that commentary where he said he had that interview like 2 years ago where he said he wasn't good enough and he got stripped of captaincy, didn't he? But yeah, like AC Milan should have. Yes, cool. United did have. Excuse me again. AC Milan probably did have the two. AC Milan had the better of the game. Man United, up until that point, probably did have the two best chances of the game. Milan did have 2 goals disallowed. One was offside. The other one, I'm still waiting to see if Frank Kessie did actually handball the ball. I think it was a very, very harsh decision. It was a fantastic strike. Again, in my opinion, Harry Maguire does what he does best and backs off. The sooner this man leaves the club, the better for everyone involved. Overrated, complete and utter trash. Not good enough at this level. Not good enough for this club. I've said my he's so bad. He's now bringing Bailly down to his level, because Bailly can't be because even Bailly is getting bored of covering him. Matic and McTominay as a double pivot does not work. It's slow. it's plodding. There's no.
I don't think Oli knows how else to play. I think there's all these managers, they just stick with their way.
The problem is Fred isn't much better either, is he?
No, I don't think. I'll be honest, I think McTominay is the only one that I would keep from the three. But the problem is it's not realistic, is it?
Donny van de Beek's never gonna play. The entire fan base is wondering why, but obviously Matic and Fred and McTominay are better than Donny van de Beek in Ollie's opinion.
I don't know about better, I just think he prefers as well.
Yeah.
Every manager's got their favourites. Like, look at Arteta, he was playing Willian for so many games.
Yeah, but now it's at least it's coming good.
I don't know if you ask the fan base, they are.
But he's created the most assists for Arsenal this season in Europe. What more do they want? You can't. He's 7. Yeah, he's got the most assists for Arsenal in Europe with 7. Yeah, exactly. So he's got 7 assists, and he got 1 the other night as well against Olympiacos, didn't he?
Olympiacos. Oh my God, how did they lose that game?
It's pretty bad, wasn't it? And they let him back in as well. But we'll get to that. In terms of bright spots for United,
Diallo, we should be talking about Diallo.
Well, we should be, but Harry Maguire.
Bruno, what a pass by Bruno, and the vision, the anticipation.
It's a great finish by the kid.
And
it's a great finish by the kid.
Just having that level of confidence to rise up behind the defender and head it over the goalkeeper. You just think
he showed more. He showed more composure in his chance than Harry Maguire and James did in both their chances.
Harry Maguire, I can't believe it.
So for those who have not seen the highlights nor the clips flowing around, Harry Maguire missed the ball from a yard.
I don't understand why he didn't head it.
Because do you know why? He's seen the post. He's gone. If I go for this ball full pelt, I'm gonna run straight into the post. But I think even he doesn't understand that his head is 6 foot of concrete, so he'd have done more damage to the post anyway, right? So he's seen the post, gone, tried backing out, then he's caught his shin at it. He's not even. Yeah, it just. So I was returning back from London from a funeral, and Hanif and I are joined by a couple of people within our Discord. Please do join our Discord. We're pretty much on for every sort of big game during the week, and on the weekend. Literally, as soon as I joined the Discord, everyone in the Discord went, "Yeah, you don't want to see the Harry Maguire chance." I went, "Cool. I don't really want to lose my temper." I was planning most of that. I'll wait till afterwards. Yeah, it's a really, but it's the same stuff as always. Like, he got protected by everyone afterwards. Henderson got protected. Everyone was blaming Matic, and Man City have just had a chance to go 1-0 up. Sliced through on the right hand side. Bruno, I believe it was Bernardo Silva.
Well played. Anguissa, man, he's such a good player. He's dribbling.
Isn't 21 Foden? The ball was slipped into Foden. But it's a good save by La Ariola. But yeah, like Diallo, he had a 45-minute cameo as Martial is injured. There's talks of Diallo potentially starting in the middle of the week. Tomorrow against West Ham. Fantastic finish, great composure by the young man. It's kind of
overshadowed by the other incidents.
Yeah, and it was.
There's too many incidents to talk about in that game.
Yeah,
Ali made like loads of changes. They didn't make sense, and
so he went 5-3-2. He tried seeing out the result for the last 15 minutes. It did not work. I'm not going to say he's a PE teacher or anything like that, because at the end of the day, he got it completely right against Pep.
I think he likes it when he's under pressure. That's when he pulls it out of the bag.
Yeah, but Yeah, but the thing is, from between now and the international break, he could be out of the FA Cup and out of the Europa League. Then what do United have?
When is the international break?
I think it's in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's depressing.
Henderson, the one big test Dean Henderson has had in United.
He's going to be English centre back. So it's not as if we're not going to see him. We're going to see more of him.
Like I said to you before, yeah. Harry Maguire is the first person I've never met in my entire life, and when I see him on the screen, I just get angry. I just have uncontrollable anger towards his face.
Yeah, well, it's not his fault that he's starting.
But Hanifa, it's the post-match stuff afterwards as well. Why are you putting Dan James on the bus? Say I should have scored. Right, we both know. Right, I think that you're very high on Dan James when
he should have scored.
When he has a good game.
His body position didn't help it, but he should have scored. There's no doubt. I agree. It's just that his body. He tried to do it first time, and
he could take a touch. He has enough time to take a touch if he wanted to, because then the goal's completely open.
I just don't think he realised what he was doing.
Exactly. No football no composure.
I don't think there's many footballers that have composure out there.
No composure, no football IQ. Greenwood got 45 minutes in the middle. The thing is, I can't even talk about the United forwards. I want to talk about Diallo, but I can't even talk about Amad Diallo because then Oli decided to go 8 at the back, hold out, zonal marking. The less I say about zonal marking, the better. We're watched by Ofcom, otherwise I'd be going on a tirade. Less said the better. But the front four of United could not get the ball because AC Milan had the ball for the last 15 minutes.
The three in the middle were really good. That midfield was just bossing it.
But even when he made so there was Kessie, there was Matite.
The other guy,
Salamanca.
Yeah, he's Greek or something.
I don't know what he is, but
that kid was good as well. He's very quick.
And then, even when they brought off Salamanca for Castillejo had a really good game as well. As you said, Kessie bossed the middle. Kessie was a one-man wrecking crew all by himself.
He's the type of midfielder that a lot of Premier League clubs need.
But yeah, so
he fits right into United. Fits right into Arsenal.
Probably fits in at Chelsea as well.
Swap him for Jorginho.
I'd take Jorginho at this point in time. I'm being
Jorginho, who does a Thiago every simple, and he has his plus points. His penalties do scare me.
United have to score in Milan now. Obviously, we'll see.
Don't know what squad they're gonna have to score because big game on Sunday and.
Which we will get into. We'll also get into the rest of the European fixtures. We're just headed into break. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. You got knuckles on you?
No, I feel wonderful.
Where do you go?
Just down Leeds Road like I normally do.
Every
Road, up Bradley Road, come down.
Every 20-second hand wash the moment you
come down Bradford Road.
Every sanitizer bottle searched
you run? About 10K?
every time you pick up a package or have to go into a shop.
6.5 miles.
Everyone who keeps their hands clean
Yes, around 10K.
is helping stop
not
the
bad.
spread of COVID-19. Because anyone can
You looking forward to joining your running clubs
and
then?
anyone can spread it. Everything we're doing is making a difference. Let's keep going.
As my nephew or my nieces.
Protect the NHS.
They're good, man. They're good.
हाँ भाई बच्चों कल का सबक याद है हाँ जी याद है चलो सुनाओ फिर सोना चाहिए हाँ जी चाहिए चांदी चाहिए हाँ जी चाहिए कहाँ से लोगे
I ain't seen Little Man. I ain't been able to give you goddamn gifts for me this so.
Nazim's granddad. I told you Nazim's granddad died, didn't
Yeah, part of my message.
Yeah, so his granddad died. So buried him, and obviously a lot of our relatives went to their house. My dad did Afsos. My dad's like, you know what, I'm not going to do Afsos, I'm not going to come. He did it over the phone. All the people that went to do Afsos, they all got COVID. All of them.
Did they all die of, did he die of COVID?
I think it pushed him off the edge.
Or was he already gone?
Yeah, man. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about his. I've heard a lot of good things about his welfare. Shame his grandson's such a weirdo.
He's not as alright as he is though.
He's married now anymore now though.
Yeah, they might.
Has he got a kid in the way?
I don't know. Northern picks and chooses when he comes out of silent mode.
When he comes out, what?
Silent mode, I call it. He's just that busy buying and selling cars as well on the side.
Bernardo Silva's such a player, man. The amount of technical ability Man City have in their squad is just stupid. John Stones looks like future England captain this year.
They play football like it's poetry.
All Pep sides play football like it's poetry. It's a Pep thing, innit? That's gone. In fairness, his buying side didn't play nice football. His buying side were really direct. Because Lewandowski was his focal point, wasn't it? So everything's get the ball to Lewandowski. Obviously, like I'm not.
You got a striker.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but
I don't think they've got the players to play that ball.
But like, the rest of the league don't have players that to play out like. Why are you doing it against one of the best? But everyone does it. But why are you doing it against one of the best pressing teams in the country? Just get the ball out.
I hate this playing out block, especially when you're playing against a big club. Just hoof it out.
You're gonna lose the ball anyway. Just lose it further up the pitch.
But that's the style now, isn't it?
Chris Wilder gone, huh?
I don't understand now. Why do you? I'm hoping he's left to. Sheffield United, with Sheffield United having someone coming straight away.
Oh, don't you know why he left? He wanted to control the transfers and Sheffield United put a director of football in. That's why he left. The Ryan Brewster thing was the last. So he wanted Ollie Watkins and Matty Cash. They went to Villa, and then he bought Brewster for 24 million, 25 million.
He got Brewster.
Yeah, he's the one that bought Brewster in, innit? They bought Brewster this year, didn't they? So obviously that's not worked. Then they brought in the board have gone because they partially Arabone down there. So they brought a director of football, and he said that I'm not sticking around while you have control of. I want full control of transfers. They went no, so that's what happened. That's why he left. Speaking of director of football,
Yours isn't a director of football. He's a football director.
he's also Ad Woodward's ex-roommate from uni. The game is bullshit. United are not a joke. Welcome back to the Sports Show. As we were coming back, we were just discussing. This will be the last bit of United news because even I'm getting sick and tired of speaking about them. United during the week announced a football director and a new technical director. So the new football director is a gentleman by the name of John Murtahan, who has already been at the club for seven years. He's been part of the footballing side. I was willing to give it a chance till I found out that he's actually Ed Woodward's ex-roommate from university. He's not new. He's not fresh. It's just a change in the structure of the club. Man United continue to give work experience out in really, really high positions. So if you want to start a work experience or an internship at United as a director, then just don't even bother handing in your CV. Just find someone you know. Excuse me. Wow. As Darren Fletcher became the technical director, I don't know why. Don't know what that entails. Matt Judge, who has been the head of the transfers, will still remain head with the transfers at Man United. So it's just a restructure. In my eyes, the more and more I saw and the more and more I thought about it, it's literally just a way of taking off heat from Ed Woodward and the Glazers. And finally, on the Glazers, I believe, is it Joe? Is it Avram Glazer? Avram Glazer put up 10% of his shares on the. It was 100 mil. Worked out. Yeah. He put up 10% of his personal shares of the club back onto, I believe it was the New York Stock Exchange. The 10% only works out to, I believe, an overall as 3% of the club. So the Glazers have reduced their share size from 75 to 72%, which I believe the New York Stock Exchange did value around between 70 to 100 million pounds. Hanif, as someone independent, and we'll move on to Arsenal, Tottenham, and the rest of the fixtures. What did you make of the announcement during the week?
Well, for me, I just think one, they're just taking cash out of the club, and two, is it to fund their American sports teams or brands? Maybe that's why they've done it. Unfortunately, the money, that means that money that could have been spent on transfers at United is now being transferred or wired over to the US. But that's what these new owners do, apart from you could say the Cities and the Chelseas and these Arab owners who
actually care about the club.
They put their money where their mouth is and believe in the personnel that they put in charge.
But they want their club to succeed. That's the difference.
I think they want your club to succeed, but they want your club to succeed within their parameters. Within their parameters, and I'll be honest, some of these new owners, they don't care. It's like the Arsenal owner Kroenke. The only worry I have for Manchester United is I think they're following similar footsteps to Arsenal Football Club, and the next 5 to 10 years is going to be a very tough and grueling time, because we have to give the summer to the new structure to see what they do. I think it's only fair, because you know what, they're in these positions, so let's see what happens. And if anything does not go right, usually stories do come out of Man United pretty easily. And if Ed Woodward's not allowing a certain transfer to happen, or he's not willing to put up the money for a certain player, because I know United have been linked with the Villarreal player Torres for 56 million, then you have to start questioning the motives behind Ed Woodward. But it's not a good look for Man United at all, because a powerhouse like United should be run properly, but you have to blame the former owners. I think Fergie would have probably stayed a couple of more years. I think he knew that these guys, you can't trust these new owners. They wanted two more. They probably Fergie couldn't get the money for himself. He thought, why am I going to put up with this?
It's still partially his fault that the club got sold. But whatever. No one ever wants to speak about that.
He left it in a bad way, because probably one of the worst squads that Man United's ever had. But United have spent a lot of money as well. The amount of talent that they've had, which I think selling them, like the likes of Di Maria, I don't think he should have ever been sold. I just think.
But he didn't want to stay.
So, I don't. But
and Van Gaal hated him apparently.
Yeah, Van Gaal obviously he's got a South American bias, but I just think that you need, when you have a director of football and you need a football manager who'll work together on things, and I don't think you have that. You have that anymore. Most clubs you don't have it. I don't think, apart from Man City. I don't think they have it at Chelsea. So yeah, there are too many problems off the field, and I think United will only be successful if they address the off the field problems first. Obviously, there are certain things that Ollie can do to help, but I personally think Ollie will get a new contract because
Bernardo Silva, that's so
he
lucky.
is someone that I believe the Glazers do admire because he sits within their grasp.
He's a yes sir, 3 bags full type.
He is, and
He's happy to be there. He never thought he'd ever get the job.
And I think that's the problem. But the former players of Man United as well, I don't think they help. And I think when the fans do come back, and I think Man United are really lucky the fans are not there, because there would have been a lot of issues this season, in my opinion. I think once the fans come back, I think you're going to see banners and stuff next season at United and the season after. I think there will be protests at Old Trafford, because you can't run the biggest club in England like this, the most successful club for the last 30 years, and you're running it to the ground. It could be the next Liverpool, AC Milan, Rangers, and yes, you can play bad football, but you're spending the money that United accrue by sending it abroad, and
financing your crappy American football team
programs, sports teams, which isn't right. It is not right, but that's what these guys do, man. It's a different mindset, unfortunately. It really is.
Let's move on from United. Arsenal beat Olympiacos 3-1. Martin Odegaard with his first goal for the club, and then Arsenal doing what they do best, which is allowing Olympiacos back into the game. I've seen people blame Danny Ceballos for that. I put that fully on Bernd Leno for the pass he gave him.
I think Ceballos is at fault for being dispossessed, but then Leno's positioning doesn't help either. And that's the thing about Leno. He's, when you've got these modern day keepers, they don't stay on their line. They come out and they try and contribute somehow, some way. And
he thinks he's Manuel Neuer. That's the problem.
I think he's like De Gea. He's got very good shot stopping abilities, but he is prone to a mistake. I think that's his second mistake he's made, in my opinion. He made one where he came out I don't know if it was a Premier League game or a European game, where he handballed the ball outside the box.
That was Europe.
Was that Europe, right? So I personally think they should have just had Matt Ryan.
No, there's also the pass he gave to Xhaka at Burnley. I know Xhaka was massively at fault, but he's not helped Xhaka in that position.
But that's the thing, what when you're gonna play this, how we play FIFA. Yeah. They're playing like that in reality
how
now.
How you play FIFA?
So by playing it out at the back, and these players, a lot of them, they don't have the technical ability to play.
They're not brought up with the guile.
I think the future footballers will be, but not some of the current generation, and
a lot of the current generation.
And when teams are now pressing, as like Burnley today, where they were pressing, imagine Chris Wood coming at you at 100 miles an hour. You're going to be scared a little, and one silly mistake can cost you a goal. And I think we're going to see that tomorrow. I believe Arsenal are a team that can finish top 6, but they implode. They've got too many players that make errors, but they are good to watch and they are entertaining. So
yeah, Yusuf El Arabi did make it 1-1. Gabriel and Mohamed El Neni, who was getting a lot of abuse in that game, they popped up with goals.
He's turning up in such the big games, isn't he? Like, against United he turned up, against against City he turned up, and against Olympiacos. And I think, he's just a big game player. That's all he is, because he's making the difference. And a lot of Arsenal fans were questioning Arteta, but Arteta's just shutting them up. But I don't think the board will support him. I do believe I don't think Arsenal will get further than the next round. I just don't think they have the team for it. You've talked about all these players scoring. Ask yourself this question: What about the guy who's the main man? Aubameyang's not playing well at this moment in time. He's not scoring. He's getting chances.
I think they'll get further. I think they'll get further than United, to be honest.
No, I don't know, but we'll have to see what happens on Thursday night.
So they go back to the Emirates where they 3-1 lead. Bear in mind they were also in the lead. They were also winning this time last year against Olympiacos, when Olympiacos proceeded to dump them out of the.
I think Arsenal will win.
Last season. I think that's.
I think they'll win 2-1.
Yeah. I think they'll win 1-0.
No, Arsenal love to
Concede.
they love to shoot themselves in the foot.
But yeah, Olympiacos didn't really cover themselves in glory. They did have they had chances, especially after they scored. They were the better team.
There was a period of 15-20 minutes where you just think, you know what, this game.
If it wasn't for the Gabriel goal, I think Olympiacos score. But obviously, because that was just at the tipping point of when Olympiacos had consistent pressure, a lot of chances.
I think Olympiacos were very defensive. I think when they expressed themselves, and I just
it
thought,
was the same as Benfica. Benfica did the same thing.
I just thought they looked so much better, and when you play with confidence, they were dangerous. And I thought Arsenal were very lucky, but they got the job done.
They did get the job done. Rangers took a 1-1 draw against Slavia Prague. They went 1-0 down. They proceeded to equalise. They had chances to take the advantage into the second leg. They didn't capitalise.
Don't underestimate them. They knocked out Leicester, and I think they're capable of doing it. Rangers have to do the business at home.
I think they will. I think Rangers are quite good. I think they've not lost the game in the league this season. Granted,
imagine Stevie G wins Europa League.
Then the conversations happens. Should he replace Klopp?
No.
And if the BBC said he should replace Klopp.
The BBC speaks a lot of rubbish. I want my TV license back. I shouldn't have to pay for not watching TV.
I shouldn't have to. Man, BBC got some.
I don't even watch Match of the Day anymore.
Man, no, actually, on the BBC, yeah. Why have you got rid of the Mash Report? Why? Because it doesn't fit to Tory policies. Man, forget the new BBC Director General's a waste man anyway, right? So he can go. He's a racist, and he's a racist as well. So I don't care. Allow the BBC. The BBC's complete trash now anyway. Nothing on it.
If they went to a Netflix style of subscription, they'd have to charge people £30 a month. I'm like,
do you imagine paying £30 a month for the BBC?
No, it's not gonna happen.
Do you imagine?
I'm never gonna pay. I'll be like, no, you can have it, because I'm thinking I'm not paying it next year, because I watch YouTube. You only pay for BBC if you watch live football, live TV. Oh, we gotta go back. We gotta go to break.
Do you imagine paying £30 a month for the BBC?
No, I won't pay £30 a month. I'll be just like, no. Go on. Bloody hell, look who he's marking. Yeah. What is this first post thing?
No, he's underhit the ball. It's a really bad ball.
Underhit him.
That's another really shit ball.
What is this, man? They can't just chip it into the penalty area.
It's a shame injuries have done so much to his career. When man say boy, man's like, this is a boy, man.
Well, when you get COVID 3 times in a row, we had a good one though.
Do you know if they lose to Mönchengladbach, I'm going to piss myself.
I don't even know what the score is.
It's 2-0, isn't it?
Ball. Come on, Loftus.
Tete. I don't know who the ginger is. No, it's Tete. I reckon they're going to stay up, you know.
They need to win tonight. They go above Newcastle, I think.
Yeah. By a point.
Control is shocking.
That's a really bad pass.
You had high expectations of that striker. Loftus Cheek is like, what are you doing up top? Go on.
That's a foul.
Go on, Angus. Go on, Angus. What are you doing?
He's a baller.
Yeah, he's going to be gone. He's too good. 20-30 million will do it probably. Oh! What are you doing? He's on a different level. Imagine him and Doucouré in the middle. Be good in it.
To him and Kessie in the middle.
There's gonna be a lot of offers for that, right? 20, 30 minutes to do it though.
I don't think so. Because he's been like, because he was like that last year as well.
You could just see he's a quality player.
Slide. I knew you were gonna.
Just stand.
Welcome back to the final. Welcome back to the final 10 minutes of the top of the hour for the sports show. It's still Fulham 0, Man City 0. Conor Aguero has just had a chance on the right hand side. Drove into the box off of Ferran Torres chest pass, and it went straight into the hands of Areola. Man City have had a fair amount of the ball, but haven't really created much. Anguissa looks awesome in that Fulham middle. Loftus-Cheek is sort of just doing something.
They're not doing enough. Obviously, it's difficult to do something against Man City, and I think we are being a bit harsh. I've got high expectations of. Well, I've got high expectations of Fulham because I said they'd win tonight. So I've only had one prediction come right today. So
the final, before we move on, the final Europa League game saw oh my god, Spurs. Sorry, Spurs are so forgetful. Even I forgot they played. Spurs against Dinamo Zagreb. 2 goals from Harry Kane takes them to Zagreb, to the lovely Croatia with a 2-0 lead. Tottenham should see the side. Tottenham should be into the last 8.
yeah, Bale, Kane, Son, Moura, Ali, Mourinho's playing attacking football, and you know what? It's absolutely amazing.
Man City and Fulham have gone into the break. It is 0-0.
Jesus is on as well.
I think he's playing like a 4-4-2 today. I know he's played 4-3-3. Or 3. Yeah, no. He's playing that 5-3-2 stuff, isn't it? So Ferran Torres is dropping into the middle. He's got Jesus and Aguero.
Why change your system when it's so good? Nice. It's got Klopp, man, overthinking it as usual.
But those were the Europa League ties. The second legs are all on Thursday. Arsenal and Tottenham are the 6 o'clock kickoffs. Rangers and Manchester United are the 8 o'clock kickoffs. If you do want to follow us on our live reactions, please do join our Discord. The link is in, the 532. I believe it's on the 532 Instagram page. Though I could be wrong. But yeah, please do join us on our Discord for the live games. It's a really good group of guys. Some really interesting stuff comes out there as well, especially from Chirag.
Yeah. Big games tomorrow. You've got the North London derby. It's Arsenal versus Spurs. I personally think it'll be a 3-3 draw. I think it'll be a thriller tomorrow. Arsenal have got some very tough fixtures coming up, and season-defining fixtures, especially the Europa League fixtures. Season's over in the Premier League. I don't think they'll finish above 9th or 8th. I predicted they'll finish 8th, but they've got worse as a result of errors. They've got too many players that make too many errors in games, and that results in losses. But Arteta's tinkering a lot, and when you tinker and change a winning lineup, winning combinations, winning partnerships, then things will get worse before they get better. But yeah, big games tomorrow. Man United play West Ham tomorrow. That's a massive game. I think that'll be a draw as well, 1-1. You've got Southampton versus Brighton. I think that's going to be a draw as well, 1-1. And I can't remember who else is playing tomorrow.
Southampton, Leicester, Sheffield United at 2 o'clock.
Right, Leicester are going to win, 2-0 Leicester.
And then your Monday night game brings you Wolves versus Liverpool, a decimated Liverpool side who, I believe, as of the start of 2021, have accumulated the lowest amount of points across all 4 leagues.
They're going for that record where Chelsea won the league, finished 10th, and win the league. They want to see if they can do it, but better.
At the Champions League on top of that.
What do you think of Liverpool's midfielder Thiago this season? What are your thoughts? Now he's been here, he's played a few games.
He controls the pace really well, doesn't he? The thing, I think. So aside from that Chelsea game,
Where they were down to 10 men and he had space.
yeah. Excuse me. He's not. It's a combination of. He's not been great. Like, let's be honest. Like, yeah, does he control the pace? Yeah.
What does he do that Jorginho doesn't do?
Yeah, but
They're the same player, aren't they?
pretty much. But Thiago is Spanish in it, so it's a bit more.
No, but they do the same thing.
Yeah, but Thiago Alcantara in it. But what name would you rather have? Thiago
No, but-
Alcantara or Jorginho?
Listen, he could be called Tom for all I care. But what I'm saying is, when you see him, do you think, oh, Thiago's on the pitch?
I did have Bayern, and
I think most players look good at Bayern.
but even then, as I think about it, I believe, like, it did take him 4 years. It did take him 4 years. I think people do forget that his first 2 years at Bayern, he was completely injury crippled. He barely got on the pitch. One of those years was the infamous David Moyes years, where David Moyes was like thought he was gonna buy him, Fabregas, and Bale. Obviously, that didn't happen.
It's good to have ambition, though.
Yeah, it is good to have ambition. He's not done much, and I do remember a conversation you had with Mr. Loudmouth himself, Uday, who said that Thiago was going to be a better signing than Bale. At the start, it was turning out that obviously Bale's found his form and stuff, but he had a good season last season. At Bayern, Liverpool play a completely different way to Bayern. Though at Bayern, you have Gnabry, you have Koeman, you have Lewandowski, you have Muller, who are just constantly looking for balls over the top, run off the line. Like, that's what Bayern's about. Liverpool's not about that. You don't have Salah and Mane running off the last man, and you have Firmino dropping all the time, don't you?
What does he do? What does he offer? He just slows play down.
Controls the tempo.
Controls the tempo. There is no tempo at the moment. Controls the tempo. What does he do? I'm looking at his stats. What? He's not a centre mid. You know that kid that they got, Jones? He's a better player than him this season. This guy is a Ziyech. He's not that good.
That's
Havertz and Werner have had better seasons than this guy, in my opinion.
That's not really saying much,
So
is it?
I know. What's he done? Like, look, what is he? Just a guy that he's got the killer pass. What killer pass? What has Thiago Alcantara? And I do rate him. I think he is a good player.
Yeah,
But that's it.
you need people. You need people making. Okay.
He's got the best 3 strikers or the best 3 front players apparently in the world, and one of them's obviously
says who?
a lot of Liverpool fans. You've got Salah.
Yeah, but Liverpool fans are
But
dyslexic.
I don't get it. Like, this is his thing. Right, I'm gonna pass it to him, and he's gonna do something, and then he's gonna. So he's been involved in the build-up play. No assists, no goals. Oh, he controls the game. Listen, they don't need guys that can control the game. They need guys that are quick on the turn and get in the box. That's what they need.
Yeah, but he does play the game. But he does play the game on half turn. Like, he will give you a quick half turn, but
That's all he can do.
Yeah, but in his defense, even if he was to play a ball,
This guy is not that good in that system. I'm not saying he's a bad player. What I'm saying to you is, they've got that kid Jones. He is wicked. And this guy, right? I don't know what this guy's on reputation. You would look good at Bayern Munich. This guy's come from Bayern Munich thinking, oh, Koeman's on the left. No, there's no Koeman there. And who was next to him? Goretzka. No, he's got. I don't know who he had in the middle, because Fabinho the other day was amazing. Fabinho makes this guy look average. Fabinho, quick on the turn. He knows the dark arts. And this is all he does. Foul, breaks up play. All right, okay. Listen, if you were looking for a tackler to break up play, you could have just given that Jones more of an opportunity. Why did waste of money? These guys can't waste money. because their owners are tight.
I think
LeBron James doesn't like his P to be spent. What is he, man? It's just awful. He's the worst big signing alongside Ziyech.
I think that's incredibly harsh.
On who? Both of them.
Yeah. I mean, Ziyech's been crippled for most of the year.
Well, he was crippled today as well. I say how it is. He's just crippled. That guy should never play for Chelsea.
Yeah, but okay, come on, but then Havertz apart from two games.
At least he's given me 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, okay.
And he's making good runs and stuff. With
He's,
Ziyech,
okay, cool. He's got a hat trick against a League Two side. He's not really done.
Wajid. Again, the other night, when he played against Everton, Wajid, you should have seen it. He played well. I've not seen any.
And it's taken him
Wajid,
6 months.
You're in love with Ajax. I get it.
I'm not.
Take him. You know, for free. Take him. Absolute waste of money.
Well, I'll give you Dan James.
I'll take that, James.
I'll give you Harry Maguire too.
No, we won't go that far. Christensen's turned into Maldini recently.
Don't you want Harry Maguire and Ben Chilwell on the left?
Defensively, no.
England quality right there.
He was all right today. He's average at best. He was at his highest level, average. And
you know,
it was awful, man. He was awful.
Who do you think starts, Ben Chilwell or Luke Shaw?
So, you know, I know who should start, but I think Gareth is an undercover Ollie. I think he's gonna start Chile.
But you agree that Luke Shaw should start?
At this moment in time, I would not even be surprised if he's not even selected. I got no. Listen, I'm not gonna. I've got no hope with England because I don't like the manager. They need to get rid and just bring Eddie Howe in. Right, everyone, we're out of here.
Bring in Eddie Howe?
Yeah, man. At least they'll be attacking football. I don't even know what we're gonna see. I don't even think the players will be fit. So I have very low expectations from England this summer.
We'll be back. Please do follow us at 532 on YouTube and Instagram. We'll be live for the games tomorrow on Discord. Please follow that in the link in the description. Zara will be following us up. That's Hanif. I'm Wajid. Take care. Good night. God bless and peace.
Yeah, God bless. Take care, Ziyech. Crap. Thiago Alcantara, crap. Listen, Jorginho's better than Ziyech. I don't know what he does. He looks like a lost Pakistani. And he's Moroccan. I'm like, do you know where you are? It was so bad. I was like, what's he doing? And if Chelsea fans, what's he done today? He's just running, just seeing headline. What's he doing? What's he offering? There's a reason why we go down the left, because that guy's on the right.
And there's a reason United go down the left, because Dan James is on the right.
Listen, I'll take Dan James over Ziyech right now. I don't know what he's done. People are just like, oh, he's really good technically. I'm like, what does that mean in terms of the game?
Do you know what Thiago would have fit better at United?
Oh yeah, he would, because obviously in the CDM position he would. It's just that, you know, the dog work that you need. You need like players like Basuma, Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Fabinho. You need one guy to do the dark arts. That's Henderson, and Fabinho is good. Is pretty good on the turn, and that's it. They need to, because even Liverpool fans, you argue with them. Just I go, listen, what made you successful? Thiago, or Wijnaldum and Fabinho. Why would you get a guy like that? And I go, honestly.
It's alright to get Mbappe.
I don't think they could afford him personally.
They got Mbappe and Holland. I don't think many people can afford him. I'd love to see Mbappe in red. It's never gonna happen.
Just getting him into the Premier League might be a big thing. Friggin' forget the red or blue or green. Friggin' get him to the Premier League.
Oh, he scored in Tuesday, didn't he?
Mbappe.
He scored again.
You gotta watch again. It's a dead game.
No, I had Barca missed like 4 chances in the first half.
No, Messi missed 4 chances.
Yeah, there's still okay. Yeah, could have been Messi, could have been Jorginho, could have been the reincarnation of Ronaldinho. They still missed the chances.
Was it? They were not gonna win. They were not gonna win.
You never know.
They were not gonna win. They were not gonna win.
Well, it doesn't matter because him and
They were not going to win.
I think Ronaldo's gonna be up for sale this summer.
Obviously, friggin' hell, the Italian press really like him at the moment. They blamed him basically for the loss. It was what he did in the wall was a criminal offence. Absolute idiot.
Yeah, but they were all pretty bad in the wall.
No. He was the worst. You don't jump from the wall, rotate 180, and look at Chesney and think, have you saved it?
Yeah, but everyone's doing that thing where they have someone lying across the. That's the one thing Fred's good at United, lying behind the wall.
It's not about lying behind the wall. It's about there was no wall. It basically went through Ronaldo's.
Yeah, but Chesney should save that.
You have very high expectations of Chesney.
No, look, I know what you're saying. Listen, I know what you're saying, right?
Ronaldo is not Juve level.
I know what you're saying, right?
Was it Buffon on the bench?
Yeah,
how does he not start? Even if he's 50.
Yeah, because Buffon's awful, man.
Okay,
he's not
he's better than a prime Chesney.
He's not the same, but
No, he is. Honestly,
he's not.
I would play Czech over Chesney.
That's not saying much, though.
At the end of the day, that club's in turmoil at this moment in time. But it's good for Italian football. I'm happy for Italian football.
Why? Because Inter going to win the league.
Whoever wins the league, I don't care who wins the league, as long as it's not them. That league's not going to move forward.
Fairness has been a bit. Yeah, but that's what. But there's someone else. But there's someone else that brought someone in on work experience, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously they've done an Arteta, but they've done it at a higher level. It's like Man City getting Mario Melchior.
That'd be sick, man.
No, he wouldn't, because he's got no experience.
Yeah, but he'd still be sick, I'd watch just for the laugh.
He's a nice guy.
You spoke to him once or twice, haven't you? God, it was just so bad.
I think they're all bad, man. Those days, the quality of the Premier League is crap at this moment in time, because City are just on another level because of their manager. Klopp will probably be there next season. The rest of us, we're just going to be biting the bone for third and fourth.
I think Tuchel's going to turn Chelsea into a good side.
There are signs, but the players they've got no backbone. Ziyech.
Give him a season.
Been there since January last year.
No, he's not been there since January last year, has he?
He came in January.
No, but they didn't sign. No,
they came in January last year, but they didn't play till the summer.
I know.
He's been there. What's he adjusting to? The weather.
Yeah, but he's been okay. I feel like I'm defending him for no reason. I don't. Right,
what injuries has he got now? He's not. Watch it. The guy he lacks backbone, man. He's shocking. I'd friggin' take Donny van der Beek. I'd take that kid at Leicester, that Ashley Barnes, man.
I think everyone except Ollie would take Donny van der Beek at this moment.
Absolutely. We got the wrong man. But I can't blame the manager. I blame friggin' Marina Garaspolakoskova. Whatever her name is, idiot. Roman doesn't know what he's buying. He listens to his oil friggin' directors.
Roman just went, I buy it.
Okay, take it. Are you going to win the league? Go on, take it then. Havertz is the best in Europe. Yeah, take him.
You guys didn't need Havertz though. That's the funny thing. You genuinely didn't need Havertz.
I know we had Ross Barkley, and I'm not even joking when I'm saying that. He had a good season.
You still having a good season when you're talking about?
No. He's just shit.
He's been alright at Villa.
Villa. Yeah, he's hit and miss, isn't it? Like Everton, hit and miss. He's going to go back to Everton.
Well, has he been any worse than Ziyech has this season?
No, he's been worse. No, sorry. No, Ziyech's been worse.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Barkley's been good.
Not Ziyech, sorry. Werner. Not Werner, sorry.
Well, I'm happy with Werner.
Sorry,
with Werner, it'll happen.
I meant Havertz, sorry.
Werner does everything. He just reminds you of an old Russian. He does everything. Sees the keeper, smacks the keeper. He does everything right. I've got no problem with Werner.
Werner's going to turn out a good...
I've got no problem because he's there creating chances and stuff like that. What the... What's there?
Who the fuck is marking him?
What there? Did he just go in?
Who the fuck is
That's a typical English goaler. And you Stones, yeah. He's Pepper. Yeah, man. He's ready. Tell Gareth.
I hope if that was Harry Maguire, he misses.
I didn't even see it. I was like...
Everyone's just watching him run.
Yeah, bro. I've won as a league, bro. Yeah, bro. Hey, up.
Everyone's just watching him run.
Was he onside?
Yeah, he's onside. That's so bad.
Who's the guy in the middle? It's not Lookwood.
It's Anguille, isn't it?
No.
Oh, no. Who is that? I don't know who that is. It's not Lookman. That's so bad. Oh, it's such a shit goal, dude.
Nice shirt. Get rid of all that advertising and writing. It's a nice shirt.
And the badge.
And the numbers.
So you just like the shirt?
Did you see that number 3 shirt? Number 3 number. Did you see that shirt? Man City shirt with number 3 on it.
No.
So when they turn around and show the number and the name.
Yeah.
Turn it blue, Chelsea shirt. That's what it is. Shit shirt.
Anderson, Tosin, Aina, Reed,
Go on, lads.
Lamina,
Don't give up now.
Anguissa,
All out.
Loftus-Cheek,
All
Carvalho.
out, all out, all out.
Lookman.
Go on, get the draw. Don't give up.
I don't know what he does.
I don't think he knows what he does. He has so many good. He has so many moments where he can do something, but then he doesn't do it.
It's like that new contract at Chelsea killed him.
Yeah. I think he's finished now.
Do you know when Sancho wasn't bothered about the money and wanted to play, but Loftus-Cheek got the money instead.
He's got top lad. Oh, fucking top lad. He's about 50s, I would say. So he's fucking fit as a fiddle.
He's 50 because he's won the Masters. He's won the Masters bodybuilding. Masters is always over 50.
Fucking top.
That was a nice little pull there. How do you pull? How do you get him?
He said hi.
And you went, yeah. Is it a weekly thing now? Was it just a one-off?
Just one off. I said it. He said we'll speak later. We'll speak again. I wasn't expecting it to last an hour.
You got some views off it though.
I don't know. These guys asked me to join them. I said no to them.
What do you mean they asked you? Are they from India?
No. I think they're from Saudi or somewhere, or from across the world. They asked me to join them a few months ago. I said no to them.
Wow. How do you say no? You're old man.
No, it was just they weren't willing to like support me. Well, that's what I felt. But they're like hardcore into Chelsea, but they don't know fuck all about Chelsea.
What do you mean they weren't willing to support you? As in like push you?
I felt they were more hardcore Chelsea, and they lacked
basic football knowledge.
No, even football knowledge. They know this. They know that stuff, but they just lack personality. I just felt, you know what? If you're not willing to give me an interview, if you're not having a discussion before, and now you're asking me, oh bro, we need someone to do this. Nah, man, very good.
What were they asking you to do?
So, all the YouTube fan cams.
Oh, that's all they wanted for you then, bro.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. They said, can you do games and stuff like that? I was just like, I go, is it a short thing? They go, no, you full games. I was like, what?
Do you know how time consuming that is?
I'm like, what? So 2-3 hours a game, innit?
Yeah, then the fight comes afterwards.
No, they don't do fan cams. They do a preview and then do the game. Theirs is about 3 hours.
Yeah, do you know how that's most of your day gone, man?
So I just said to him, listen, no, it's not the time. Uday had a North London derby preview day, and I was just like texting on it. And I put one question. I put loads of questions up, but he only put one up. Who has had the better season, Thiago or Partey? And it's just like, of all the questions, he bit on the Liverpool one. And then they're like, oh, Thiago's more of a passer. And I'm like, I go, all right, how many assists has he got this season? 0.
Who did he have on?
Yeah, he had Cypher and all these other lads, and Adi and these other 3 lads. Because he's gone straight onto YouTube, the idiot. But he doesn't understand that you can't do one video a week. You've got to do one video a day. He doesn't understand that. You've got to do it boom, 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 boom. You've got to keep churning out. And I don't think he's got the time to do it, because obviously it takes a long time, innit?
He's unemployed, isn't he?
No, he's got a job now.
Or is he unemployed now?
I don't think he understands how YouTube works and how to make it successful. I think his podcast will be more successful than YouTube.
What's your plan for the Instagram page?
Oh yeah. I'm just like chatting, see if it'll, see how far it'll grow. I'm gonna get an Instagram page made by one of the lads from India. I'm gonna see if I can grow that. I'll just switch both of us at time.
What, you're gonna have an India dedicated Instagram campaign?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get one of them guys to create it for me. So I got the geographical location.
Are you sure you can't do that with a VPN?
They're saying you can, but I don't think you can.
But if it works for Netflix and stuff, why wouldn't you be able to for Instagram? Straight at him.
He's sick, him. Fucking hell. Should have bought him instead of Mendy.
La Digital.
So I'm out.
Do you want to do a preview tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time?
Next year.
You preview and post or just preview?
Both.
Alright.
Both. All our work done. What do you have plans for it?
Tell Eddie to update YouTube as well.